I didn't realize something was wrong until coffee stopped working. Not like I need 2 cups instead of one. I mean 3 cups deep, heart racing, brain still foggy, body still tired. I was going to the gym. I was taking supplements, protein, pre-workout, magnesium, random capsules I couldn't even pronounce. And yet, I felt flat, low energy, bad sleep, zero motivation. That quiet kind of exhaustion, where you don't crash, you just slowly fade. And that's where this whole supplement thing gets dangerous. Because at first, it feels like sport, optimization, biohacking. I'm serious about my health now. But over time, it turns into an experiment you didn't agree to be part of. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people don't say out loud. Supplements don't fail you instantly. They fail you quietly. You feel mostly fine. You function. You scroll, you train, you work, you survive. Until one day you wake up tired and stay tired. The problem isn't that supplements are useless. The problem is what they replace. They replace sleep with caffeine, food with powders, movement with motivation pills, rest with just one more thing to take. And your body doesn't complain right away. It adapts. It always adapts. That's why this feels invisible at first. You don't feel sick, you just feel off. Less sharp, less driven, more anxious for no clear reason. And that's when most people double down. New supplement, higher dose, different brand. But this is where most people mess it up. Because supplements were never meant to be the foundation. They were meant to sit on top of something solid. And if that base is cracked, bad sleep, junk food, stress, phone addiction, zero recovery, no capsule is going to save you. In the next part, I'll tell you the exact moment I realized supplements weren't helping me anymore, and the one habit that quietly destroyed my energy without me noticing. The moment it clicked for me wasn't dramatic. No hospital visit, no doctor telling me to slow down. It was a random Tuesday night. I went to bed exhausted, like eyes burning, body heavy, brain done. And somehow, I didn't fall asleep. I lay there scrolling, telling myself just 5 minutes. 45 minutes later, my brain was loud, my heart was wired, and sleep felt impossible. The next morning, I did what most people do. I blamed energy. So I reached for caffeine, then pre-workout, then something to support focus. But here's the quiet truth no supplement label will tell you. If your nervous system is overstimulated, energy supplements don't give you energy. They just borrow it from tomorrow. That's why the crash comes later. The anxiety, the random irritability, the feeling that your brain won't shut off at night. And this is why supplements feel like an experiment, because you change one thing, add a pill, without changing the environment around it. You're stressed, you're underslept, you're constantly on your phone, your posture is trash, your breathing is shallow, but you're trying to fix all of that with a scoop. Your body doesn't speak in labels like magnesium or zinc. It speaks in signals: light, dark, movement, food timing, safety. When those signals are off, supplements just turn the volume up on a system that's already overloaded. And here's the part that stings. Most people think they're lazy. They say things like, "I have no discipline, I can't stay consistent, I need more motivation." But what if you're not lazy? What if you're just running on a nervous system that never gets to power down? This is where I stopped asking, "What should I take?" and started asking a different question. What am I doing every day that's quietly draining me? Because the answer wasn't in a bottle. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. In the next part, I'll break down the biggest invisible energy drain almost everyone ignores, and the tiny fix that made more difference than any supplement I ever bought. The biggest energy drain in my life wasn't sugar, or caffeine, or even lack of sleep. It was constant stimulation. Phone in the morning, phone between tasks, phone at night. Nothing extreme, nothing that felt addicted, just never being bored. And that's what makes it dangerous. Your brain needs low moments, empty moments, moments where nothing is happening. That's when it resets. But if every gap gets filled with scrolling, your dopamine system never comes back to baseline. So motivation drops, focus gets weaker. Normal life starts feeling dull. And then what do people do? They look for stimulation elsewhere. Pre-workout to feel alive, supplements to feel on, energy drinks to feel sharp. But here's the catch. Dopamine doesn't care where it comes from. If it's constantly high, your baseline sinks. That's why you can feel tired even after sleeping. That's why the gym feels harder. That's why studying feels impossible. And this part is uncomfortable but important. Supplements don't fix dopamine problems. They amplify them. You feel good for a bit, then worse later, and the cycle tightens. Here's what actually helped me, and it's almost stupidly simple. I stopped stacking stimulation. No phone for the first 20 minutes after waking up. No scrolling between sets at the gym. No videos while eating. Not forever, not perfectly. Just enough to let my brain breathe. And something weird happened. I didn't feel more motivated at first. I felt bored. And that's the signal most people run from. Because boredom feels like something is wrong. But boredom is actually your nervous system resetting. This is where most people quit. They say, "This isn't working. I feel flat. I need something." But if you push through that phase, just a little, your energy starts coming back on its own. Not forced, not wired. Real. In the next part, I'll talk about diet and supplements, what actually matters, what doesn't, and how most people completely misunderstand eating healthy. Let's talk about food and supplements, because this is where things get really confusing. Most people think eating healthy means eating clean. Salads, protein shakes, low calories, no junk. But that mindset is exactly why supplements start to feel necessary. Because when you undereat, your body doesn't complain loudly. It just slows you down. Less energy, worse sleep, lower mood, more cravings. And instead of eating more real food, people reach for powders, protein instead of meals, greens instead of vegetables, multivitamins instead of calories. Here's the simple rule that changed everything for me. If you're tired all the time, the problem is usually not what you're missing. It's what you're avoiding. Carbs because you're scared of gaining fat. Fats because you think they're unhealthy. Big meals because you don't want to feel heavy. Your body doesn't run on discipline. It runs on fuel. And no supplement can replace that. This doesn't mean supplements are useless. They're tools. Creatine helped my training. Magnesium helped my sleep, once my schedule wasn't destroyed. Caffeine helped when I wasn't abusing it. But here's the key most people miss. Supplements work when your basics are boringly consistent. Regular meals, enough calories, decent protein, some carbs, some fat. Not perfect, just enough. And here's the micro action I want you to steal. Before buying a new supplement, fix one boring thing for 7 days. Eat breakfast. Go to bed 30 minutes earlier. Drink water before coffee. Walk outside daily. If you still feel off after that, then maybe supplements make sense. But most people never get there. Because boring doesn't feel productive, and that's why the industry wins. In the final part, I'll tell you how to tell if supplements are helping you or just masking a deeper problem, and how to reset without quitting everything. Here's the simplest test I know. If you stop taking your supplements for a week and your life falls apart, they weren't helping you. They were holding you together. And that's not a flex, that's a warning. Supplements should feel optional, helpful, not necessary, supportive, not structural. When your energy, mood, and focus only exist because of a stack, something underneath is missing. Usually it's sleep, or food, or recovery, or boundaries. Sometimes it's all four. This doesn't mean you throw everything away and go natural. That's just another extreme. It means you rebuild the base first. Sleep before supplements, food before powders, movement before motivation, less stimulation before more stimulation. And here's the part nobody likes hearing. Your body wants boring consistency, not hacks. Same bedtime most nights, similar meals, regular walks, sunlight, phones down earlier than you'd like. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. When I stopped treating supplements like a solution and started treating them like accessories, everything changed. My energy came back slower, but it stayed. My sleep got deeper. My anxiety dropped without me trying to fix it. And the craziest part? I needed fewer supplements than ever. So ask yourself this, honestly. Are you supporting a healthy system or compensating for a broken one? Because supplements can be sport, they can be smart. But when they turn into an experiment you're running on yourself every day, it's time to pause. If this hit a little too close to home, don't ignore that. Pick one boring habit today, just one, and see what happens when your body finally gets what it's been asking for all along.